Have you ever wondered if your dog thinks you're just a really big, furless canine? It's a fascinating question about how dogs truly see humans. Rather than confusing us for other dogs, they recognize us as caregivers, leaders, and members of their family. Through their powerful senses, especially smell, and their strong social instincts, dogs form deep bonds with the people they trust. Their behavior shows they don't simply see us as part of the pack, but as unique companions who provide guidance, comfort, and connection in their world. Do dogs see us as dogs? When we ask if dogs think humans are just bigger versions of themselves, the answer isn't simple. Dogs live in a world defined largely by scent, sound, and body language, and they naturally classify their environment by the information these senses provide. While dogs may share certain social instincts with their canine relatives, they don't solely categorize humans as fellow dogs. Instead, they perceive us through a unique lens shaped by our very different size, shape, and behavior. Dogs clearly recognize that humans do not behave like other dogs. They don't bark, chase, or engage in typical dog play in quite the same way. Yet, dogs often treat us as part of their social group, mirroring some canine behaviors while also adapting to our signals. This in-between status creates a fascinating complexity. Dogs neither fully see us as pack members nor entirely as strangers. Their perception blends familiarity with distinction, hinting at a special recognition that transcends species lines. This nuanced understanding means that while dogs respond to us using some canine instincts, the way they see us extends beyond simply classifying us as dogs. It's a perception shaped by years of coevolution and social bonding, influenced by how we nurture, communicate with, and care for them. What this connection really means will come into clearer focus as we explore how dogs view humans as caregivers, not just as bigger animals. The way dogs see us as nurturers and leaders unlocks a deeper glimpse into their emotional world. Dogs as caregivers viewpoint. Dogs often see their human companions as parental figures, a perception rooted not in labels, but in the nurturing relationship we provide. From feeding and protection to emotional support, dogs interpret these consistent acts of care as signs that we fill a role much like a mother or father. This view is evident when dogs look to us for guidance, seek comfort during uncertainty, and check in frequently. All behaviors analogous to a child's connection with their parent. This maternal or paternal recognition isn't something dogs verbalize, but they express it through body language. Tail wags, excited greetings, and soulful gazes that convey affection and trust. Dogs' obedience and attentiveness during training also reflect their respect and love, not merely a desire for rewards, but a deep social bond. The repeated interactions of teaching, protection, and companionship create a foundation of love and security that strengthens this parental connection. When encountering a new environment, loud noise, or unknown person, many dogs instinctively glance back at their human before deciding how to react. This behavior, often called social referencing, shows that dogs treat their owner's response as guidance. If the human appears calm and relaxed, the dog is more likely to settle as well. In this way, dogs use their caregivers as emotional anchors, relying on them to interpret the world around them. Even actions like following you from room to room or peeking in to see where you are stem from an instinct to stay near their protector. Your presence becomes a source of safety, reassurance, and emotional warmth. A dog's sensory world offers another key to understanding how they recognize their human family. Sensory recognition abilities. One of the most extraordinary ways dogs identify and connect with humans is through their powerful senses, especially their sense of smell. Dogs possess up to 300 million scent receptors, far beyond the roughly 6 million that humans have. This incredible olfactory ability allows them to detect and remember the unique scent signature of their owner, associating that smell with positive emotions and experiences. Their joy upon recognizing your scent, often even before seeing you, speaks to the strength of this bond. Dogs also use their acute hearing to recognize your voice with remarkable accuracy. Studies show that dogs can pick out their owner's voice from a group of strangers with more than 80% accuracy, relying on pitch and tone to distinguish familiar voices. This auditory recognition provides comfort and communication, especially during times of separation anxiety, allowing dogs to maintain connection even without physical presence. Visual cues, while less dominant than smell and sound, also play a role. Dogs become attuned to facial features, especially the eyes and body language, helping them read your emotions and intentions. Together, these senses create a rich, multimodal understanding that helps dogs differentiate you from others and further solidifies the deep relationship you share. Dogs can detect subtle changes in body chemistry that occur when a person feels stressed, happy, or fearful. These shifts release faint scents that humans usually cannot notice, but a dog's nose can easily pick them up. This ability helps explain why dogs sometimes comfort their owners during difficult moments or become unusually attentive when something feels wrong. By sensing these emotional cues, dogs respond not just to our presence, but to the invisible signals that reveal how we truly feel. As we see, perception in dogs is a blend of instinct, senses, and emotion that shapes their unique view of the humans in their lives. If you enjoyed learning about this bond, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of dogs. Emotional and social bonding. The relationship between dogs and humans goes well beyond simple recognition. It's built on layers of affection, trust, and social interaction. Dogs express their feelings through body language such as tail wags, excited jumps, and soulful gazes, all of which communicate their deep emotional connection to us. Their willingness to obey commands isn't just about treats or discipline. It's a sign of respect and love, strengthening the unique bond they share with their owners. Regular training and daily interactions nurture this closeness, creating a sense of companionship that feels almost familial. Dogs frequently check in on their humans, whether by quietly following from room to room or peeking in to make sure everything is okay. These behaviors reflect an instinct to stay connected and provide reassurance for both themselves and their human family members. This emotional and social bonding shapes how dogs see us, not as strangers or distant caregivers, but as integral parts of their lives. It's a bond built on mutual reliance, where your presence means safety and your affection breeds loyalty. These deep social ties are a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding how dogs perceive the humans around them. Many dogs naturally seek physical closeness by resting beside their owners, leaning against their legs, or lying at their feet. These calm behaviors signal comfort and security rather than excitement. In the wild, animals rest near those they trust most, and dogs carry that instinct into their relationships with humans. By choosing to relax in our presence, they demonstrate that they view us as a safe and dependable part of their social world. The way dogs hold memories of us over time reveals just how profound their connection truly is. Dogs' memory of humans. Dogs possess an extraordinary ability to remember their owners, a skill largely anchored in their powerful senses and emotional ties. Their sense of smell, up to 10,000 times more sensitive than humans, allows dogs to recall and recognize unique scent signatures even after long absences. This olfactory memory is not just about simple recognition. It's tied to the positive emotions and experiences associated with their humans, making those scents deeply meaningful. In addition to scent, dogs remember voices, distinguishing their owner's tone and timbre with remarkable precision. Studies have shown that dogs can identify their owner's voice among strangers with over 80% accuracy, often relying on subtle sound qualities like pitch and noisiness. This auditory recognition is a form of reassurance that helps dogs feel connected even when apart, easing anxiety and strengthening their attachment. Visual recognition also plays a role, albeit a smaller one. Dogs become familiar with their owner's facial features and expressions, especially the eyes, which helps them interpret mood and intention. Together, these senses create a powerful multimodal memory system, enabling dogs to hold on to the essence of their owners over time, ensuring that reunions are not just remembered but deeply felt. Dogs often remember the patterns associated with their owners, such as daily walks, feeding times, or the usual moment someone returns home. Even after long periods apart, these familiar routines can quickly trigger recognition and excitement. A returning owner may notice a dog instantly falling back into old habits, waiting by the door, bringing a toy, or wagging with uncontrollable enthusiasm, showing that the memory of shared life together remains deeply embedded in the dog's mind. This remarkable blend of senses and emotions reveals the profound and lasting way dogs carry their humans in their hearts and minds. The human-dog relationship, meaning how dogs perceive us, goes far beyond simply wondering if they see humans as giant dogs. What truly matters is the depth of the connection they form with us, built on mutual care, trust, and affection. Whether dogs view us as benevolent giants or pack leaders, these perceptions hardly dilute the profound role we have in their lives. We become their guardians, companions, and family, entwined through daily routines, emotional support, and shared experiences. This bond carries a powerful responsibility. Dogs rely on us for safety, guidance, and emotional stability. In return, their loyalty and affection enrich our lives in countless ways, reminding us that the relationship transcends species. The way dogs stay attuned to our moods and presence, sometimes acting as quiet protectors or joyful supporters, reveals how deeply they integrate us into their social world. Our role is not just caretaker but cohabitant in a partnership that has evolved over thousands of years. At its core, the question of whether dogs think humans are dogs is less important than the undeniable fact that we are essential to each other's happiness and survival. This relationship symbolizes the power of connection across species boundaries, where love and trust rewrite the rules of identity. For dogs, we are not mere strangers or big animals. We are family members whose presence shapes their world, and theirs shapes ours. Another meaningful aspect of this relationship is how dogs learn to read human behavior in ways few other animals can. Over time, they become skilled at interpreting our tone of voice, facial expressions, and everyday habits. Many dogs quickly learn what certain sounds mean. The jingle of keys, the opening of a door, or the rustle of a leash, because they associate these cues with shared activities and time spent together. This ability to understand our routines helps strengthen the bond, allowing dogs and humans to move through daily life as closely connected partners. Understanding how dogs perceive us helps us appreciate the unique and loving relationship we share. It's not about whether they see us as dogs, but about the deep bond forged through care, trust, and companionship. If this insight spoke to you, please like the video and subscribe for more fascinating stories about our animal friends.